Hi! I'm here. So, what I wanted to do was more blueprints, and I decided that rather than just sitting on my own do it, I would do it with everyone else. Or at least, stream it, and then if I discover stuff, then it's in a video. And yeah, I'm still gonna take like 101 screenshots, but it would be advantageous to me to explore on stream. Plus, if we hadn't yesterday, then we wouldn't have discovered that we had the password to the computer terminals and we were just doing it wrong. And we've had that for several in-game days. So yeah, now we know that RT submits. So yeah, it may be interesting if we get the shelter as an option for the outside room. But yeah, let's open up blueprints, switch over. Love this graphic. Tried to capture a screenshot, so I don't know if that worked. I should have done a grab, actually. But yeah, we're loading into day 27. And now we're armed with the terminal password. We can do more things in there. There's still the statues to find to unlock the shrine. Not the shrine. No, the shrine requires money. The statues to unlock the tomb, because there is an entrance in the tomb. If we unlock the tomb, then we get access to the other side of the basement. Day 27. So it's December 3rd in game, I believe. 8 a.m. So we're going to. Oh yeah, and there was a stamp. So we need a. We've got a key because we had the clock tower. So we're going to go and build our outside room. We're still looking to build the pump room and the boiler room, steam room, whatever it's called. So we need the pool, because we're still looking to drain the reservoir in the foundation. We're still looking to maybe drain the fountain. Aha, the shelter. Okay, so it protects us from the negative effects of the red room, but it also gives us this time-locked safe. We're going to put the shelter in because I was just talking about if we've got the shelter, then we've got the terminal. So in here, firstly, so there's this time-lock safe, which we set in the terminal. So, time-lock safe. So it is December. I thought we could go the other way and it would loop. It did not. We said it was December 3rd. And we want to set it for 9 a.m. Has to be at least an hour in advance. So then there's a radiation monitor, which says if the reading is 12 or higher, often spiked by the experiments conducted in the lab, and then all the doors open. So that's a thing. All the doors in the house will automatically open. That would be a useful thing. Log into network. Right, let's do this time. Because this is disconnected from other stuff, and there's a letter in the safe that says about that. Oh no, incorrect password. Did we spell that wrong? Or is it a different password? I'm just going to try again because I may have spelt it wrong. Hey, Dan and Milo, how are you doing? I mean, I did say I might. Password. I did. I spelt it wrong. That's why we try again, because, you know, connecting to network. I think the network's offline. Okay, so... Oh, it's just Dan. Milo is having a haircut. Oh! Well then, hello, Dan. Okay, so that's still... There we go. Request schedule change. So, special orders. Commissary. Yeah. So we placed a special order before for the magnifying glass. None of those are particularly special. Right now, remote terminal access. Few active terminals. No other terminals are currently connected. So we need to go to the office if we want to get the mail. Its transfers not available. In the glossary of terms, we had like 3 and then 1 on here that we didn't look at previously. So nothing massively new. We're just sort of waiting for the safe to open. It'll take an hour in game. It's a pretty picture. There is a letter here. Remain where you are, given the red guard is due tomorrow. We've agreed with your plan of disabled remote access to the terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. So, down where? So there's a whole thing there. It's like, is there like a secret passage that we're not seeing? Or is it related to something else? But there is a red letter, which I have already got, but I think, you know, we may as well show. In the safe. Now I'm just going, it is the 3rd, right? Day 27. Seven days from 7th is the 3rd. Because it's up to and including. Okay. No, today is May 7th. In-game is December 3rd. You are doing a help. It's okay. You are doing a help. But yeah, it is in-game day 27, which is December 3rd. The doors in the hall changed, which we found out by going into the drafting room. We have canned water, canned fruit, and vitamins. We also have bottles of water. Canned veggies and soup. And unidentifiable tins. More canned water, more bottled water. And some unidentified stuffs. I don't know whether we need to go in and out to make this open. Last time I went out and I looked at the clock. We had to set it for like 10. Hey, Scruff! I wish it remembered that we knew the password. Okay, we may have to go... Okay, we've also got some fuel and more boxes of stuffs. I'm just going to waste a step or two just to go check the clock outside. We are playing Blueprints. It is on Game Pass. Okay, it's just after 9. In game. In here, it's just after 3. We've wasted a couple of steps, but it's worth it to have the record of this time lock safe on. Come on, I set it. December 3rd, 9 a.m. You'd have been playing Robocop till 7 a.m. if it didn't crash on you. Wow. Is it because it needed to be 10? Oh, do we need to now set it for like 11? Okay. Okay, we'll set it for 11. And then we'll just have to come back, and we've wasted... Oh no, it opened. Excellent. Right. Oh, and we've got a gem. Excellent. So, this is 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavourably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harboured for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in these events 4 years ago. The circulating rumours of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Though those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware that the cost of my aggressively aloof behaviour has... I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behaviour has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologise for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I have now reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the Red Border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which we are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy and absolved. Courtney. So yeah, this is one of the... There are 8 red letters. So we now have a gem. There are 8 red letters. We will only find 7 of them. There was a fortune in the rumpus room that said that there were 8 letters, but one sort of literally fell into a chasm. So yeah, I still haven't found the other red flame. But anyway, so we cost 10 steps, but I got to show you that part. Right, okay. Do we want the workshop at the start? We don't have any items yet. It will give us an item. Yeah, let's put a workshop in at the beginning, because then it's easier to get back to. It gives us... Ooh, the broken lever. Good start. And we have an A. I've seen like A, T, I, and K. So, yeah. But can I still pull it? Yeah, because I know where it goes. Okay, so we could just get 2 items from the closet. We could put a bedroom in. Bedroom builders up. But that gives us items. And we can still potentially build from the entrance hall. So I'm going to get some items. And good, because it gets us a security key. Excellent. Love that for me. Cool. Plus, that's really easy to just nip into once we have stuff to build. All right, so hallway. That looks good. Gives us a key. Den gives us a thing, but it builds the wrong way to where I want to build. So, wrong lever. I know it's a lever, but they say lever in the thing. Okay, so chapel's facing the wrong way. It's a waste of a corridor, really. Waste of a corridor, but we'll put the corridor in. Chapel. Although it wouldn't have killed... Actually, it wouldn't have taken our crap coins. It was just facing the wrong way. Okay, nook. Den. Courtyard with dig spots. Usually there is a chance of us getting a spade in here. Ah, no. This gives us the metal detector. I'll take it. We might get a spade later on. Yeah, but we can't dig at the dig spots unless we, yeah, it's fine. Storeroom, parlor. Will give us 2 gems if we get the puzzle right. Ooh, and we have a coin purse. So yes, the first 3, because we have the shelter, the first 3 red rooms have no negative effect. So I'd rather use that on like the weight room and maybe archives and stuff. Okay, so one of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains gems. If you replace the word 1 in the other 2 statements with both, they will both be false. Brain. Yeah. Yeah. They get harder, and the maths ones, it gets harder, and I'm like, cool, yeah, maths. This one, it gets harder, and it's like, there is only ever one correct way of interpreting it that gives you 1 box. But ow, my brain. So, both of the other boxes contain gems is definitely false. One of the other boxes contains gems. Could also be false. This box could contain gems. One of the other statements is false. Both of the other statements is false. Well, actually, no, that would just be grammatically incorrect. Because that would be are. You replace 1 in the other 2 statements with both, they will both be false. Oh, you have to pick the boy up. Okay. I will probably be back when you're back, depending on how long you take. Have fun. Ah, brain. I don't know. And there's 2 gems. And it's going to be a waste of a parlor game otherwise. But unequivocally, I need to be able to say which one has gems in. If one of the other boxes contains gems is false, both of the other boxes contains gems is false. One of the other boxes contains gems is false. I'm just going to try it in that, because it's the only one that talks about gems, and if it doesn't have gems in, it does! Alright, excellent. I don't need to know which ones are true and false, just that that one meant that the box has gems. Brain. Okay. Now, breaker box, bedroom. We've probably got to put the bedroom in. I was going to run out of doors. Yeah, let's put the bedroom in. Ooh, and a key. Nice. Just a key. Do you contain any chess pieces? Yes, you do. We take lots of screenshots because I'm gonna at some point compile a board. That has, like, you know, rooms with chess pieces and, you know, if it matters where they are. Ooh, okay. So, pantry, chapel would not penalise me, but I kind of like the idea of the drawing. Which has something in it. Where? Also a chess piece. We discovered yesterday that there is a safe. Is it picking up the safe? We don't have the code for the safe. Are you saying that there is something cool in the safe? I mean, I expected there to be something cool in the safe. But usually it's something I can access that it starts alerting me about. No, it's not the safe. Oh! Nope, it's telling me about the coins on the floor. I got all excited and I was being weird. Mr. Corners, have a good look. I am quite happy for everyone to be here and liking. We are just working our way through some more blueprints. Okay, so hallway seems a bit of a dud. Bedroom. Garage is fine, but I've already done the stuff required for the garage. The garage gets us outside and unlocks that gate. And we got the thing out of the boot and there's a letter, but we don't have the car keys yet. So let's do a redraw. Look, it's facing the wrong way. So I guess let's put the breaker box in. Oh, apparently there's something in here. We're just getting coins all over the place. Nice. Okay, so for now we've got a key card, so we don't need to turn that off. Let's turn off the gymnasium, which means it doesn't cost us things. On, and I've never been able to find out what the bottom bit is, but it's missing its switch. We've never found a broken switch. We have a broken lever. I don't know what the vac indicators do. We haven't found that yet. And there's lots of pipes. That seems to be some sort of vent system that can connect to places, but yeah. But yeah, we don't know what the code for this safe is. I didn't even know there was a safe in here until I had a candle lighting thing with a metal detector and a magnifying glass. And I was like, I wonder if I can light these candles. Oh, wait, I can move that. Oh, wait, there's a safe. It took me day 25, 26 before I discovered that. So, yeah. Hi, Havor. Ooh, security. Okay. Wine cellar gives me gems. Security gives me Well, possibly back to the entranceway quite nicely there. It builds me up. But wine cellar gives me 2 gems, but then it blocks me off. Or we could redraw. No, I'm going to put in security. So we did discover the password. We discovered that you have to hit RT to enter the password, and then, ooh, look, we have the password. But we need access to the office, which I've not been in for a while, I'll be honest. Okay, so game of the year? Certainly I mean, I can't ever say game of the... I like too many games to be, you know, go game of the year. But it's certainly top, you know. So there's currently nothing else in the estate. And we already logged in and there wasn't anything fancy. But we have a key card, so we can set stuff to be on. Okay, so if we build down from here... Boiler room! Boom. But we don't have a freaking... Okay. We don't have things. We could have had the boiler room in. And that could have done us a good build. But let's put a storeroom in. It blocks off that hallway door. But it does give us a key and 2 gems. We have the little swimmy bird. Oh, and chess piece. So, that would have been rather perfect. Okay, right. We should negate the effect of the. This is a really good place to put the archives because it's our first red room. It is negated by the shelter. See, it's got shelter. Oh no, you can't see. Hang on. It says underneath me, you just about see it. There's the swooshes in the way. It's got sheltered with the little shelter symbol. So that means that we shouldn't have half our things discombobulated because of it. Do we have any items in here? So... Marion Marigold. So there are definitely some dates in here that may be safe codes. But I don't know why they would be... Some of them might be safe code because of the swimbird thing. We've got access to the foundation now. Doesn't give us anything particularly useful right now, but we've still got 1 door off the entrance hall, which is a little bit of a wiggly back and forth to get to. But yeah, I circled. Okay, the nook is still facing the wrong way. Alright, we can put the weight room in. We do not lose half our steps. Observatory is facing the wrong way. Everything's facing the wrong way. Right, let's put the weight room in. Because it's also sheltered. So usually we get the broken lever on here. That's not there today because we've already got the broken lever. So we lost 1 door, but that's pretty good use. So it's currently in-game, 11:30. Let's build across again. See, we've got an excess of... conference room. Conference room is useful. Commissary. It's facing the wrong way. I think we're going to put the conference room in, mainly because the other one has the doors in the wrong place. This is where all the items gather if there is a thing that spreads it. And then we have a note about conference notes and place them in the office safe. Safe code is not that because it's a red note, which is a lie. There's a big tree. There's also a statue at some point. But no, that's on the other side. We often build up left side first, I have to say. Okay, let's build up from here. We've got more options now, so we're going to need some more keys at some point. Okay, hallway. Excellent. Kitchen is good, but let's put in the hallway. We have the note. So June 15th, would one of the safe codes ever be, you know, the date he lost his wife? Because that seems kind of mean. This is why we put in security doors, because we don't always have that option. Okay, so we can get 2 keys in that. Or we build the observatory and we get some potential stuffs. I'm thinking Nook to get keys. Sometimes we get a nice item. We did not. We don't really need to get to the antechamber at the moment. We're looking for new stuff, really. Vault! Oh no! That would have been great. We don't have enough gems. Let's put the Great Hall in. So, I believe it's the 2 middle doors. Ooh, and there's something shiny in here. It's... Oh, no, but there's something shiny behind a door. We don't really have enough. I feel like we should build upwards from there. No. We took a picture yesterday of the new layout. Right, let me load up my captures. Because I thought the door was the same. It wasn't. Here. No. That is misleading. It did say that this was from the 3rd. We may just have to open more doors. Well, it does look like there's also supposed to be a lever in here. Right. Okay, well, we have coins. Will it shut up? Oh, hello! I found the lever. That opens one of the antechamber rooms. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can get into that either which way, but it's good to know which one it is right now. And we got the thing that made it shut up, which means that this one goes up. That is confusing because I'm wondering if it was like rearranged. Ooh, mechanarium! I want to build that. How many thingy things do we have? We've got a workshop, utility closet. Hi, ministry! I mean, it doesn't cost me anything, though it would be good to see the cloister, but we do need another gem. I haven't built this before, so I want to see it. Excellent. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, security is also excellent. Security, utility room, the workshop gives us 3 doors. Excellent. It makes it a 4-door place. We're getting some good doorage here. Unfortunately, they're all going to be locked, I bet. Right, hang on. Locked. So we're going to have to go back round because we don't have any keys left. But that's cool. And we found the lever. Okay, so there was one dead door and one that had the lever in it. And then these are all going to be locked. It would be helpful if we'd had the Great Hall, which meant that all the corridor doors were always unlocked. Okay, so... let's build across from... oh no, that's locked as well. Okay, I'm sure there were some doors that we could still use. Right, we can use this one. Oh, look, locksmith. That's good. It will give us some keys. So we could build the chapel. Could build the dark room. I could put a locksmith in. We have 11 keys. Let's use a gem and put a locksmith in because this seems the most sensible option. Oh, we could get 3 keys for 12. We don't have enough. So we're going to buy 2 keys because then we have keys. Okay, so rather than going back up there, let's go to the archive. This one has a huge, like, heating vents, so you can connect this one to the boiler room. And that's a standard door. That's a standard door. Do we want to build down from the foundation? No, go up from the archives. Okay, so boiler room. Right, we did say boiler room. Should connect. We can connect it through the archives. Can we connect it through the foundation? I honestly can't see because I'll have to go through the door. So that door is useless, which is fine because that door is, to get to that door is a bit annoying. But if we can get the steam to come out of this door and then this door connected to like the lab would be great. This remembers where you were, so I have turned on all of the steamy things. This lift works, which takes us up here. So at the moment I think the steam is direct. I think there's power directed at this door. There is also a walkway you can do to get across that way, but as we can't get through that door, this door is sort of a bit useless. But what we can do is, if we have the steam up, is redirect it over to the left. We don't have the steam up right now. We could redirect it over there. So that's what I'm going to do. I've just got to remember, I think that does one. Yeah. So if you see, you've got lights. So you need 3 lights, I think, to get the steam power through. Which is why I've redirected it now because I think one of the things powers this lift. We spent a good deal of time. Oh, there's also a diggy pot spot. We don't have a thingy, which is quite annoying. So there are 3 things that feed into it. One is there, one is here. So make that go up. Now I can see there are 2 lit up, but I think at some point, yeah, that's now stops that lift being lifted up. Where's the other up one? So we had to get this to stop so we could make that work at one point. So the other power is here. So we make the steam from this one go up here, and then we make it go up there. Oh, that also has the added benefit of making that go across. Which means that because that door is open, we can go and check that we just did that right. But obviously it means absolutely nothing if we can't get the lab or the pump room on the steam routes. It would have been better had we got it earlier and had been able to use both doors. Oh yeah, we do need to press activate. Excellent. So that is now powering steam through this door. I think the lab requires gems, so I am very tempted to go back to the beginning. We've got some allowance on steps there. How many would it take us to get back to the beginning? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I don't have any gems, is my reasoning. And if it gives me the lab, that would be perfect, but I have no gems. And I only have 2 keys. But if I go back to the beginning, it's less likely to ask me for keys. And we can build up and try and get more keys and more gems, or more coins. Because then we can buy from the locksmith. So yeah, this is basically my, you know, every single time doing this. Okay, so we're going to go back. Yeah, that door is closed now because there are 9 coins somewhere. Possibly in the room with all the doors. Possibly in the conference room, which we can also check out. Okay, so we want to go to the drawing room. But I do have a metal detector, so if they are in the room I'm in. And then we want to go down to the bedroom. It will beep at me. Back through the parlour. Would have been good if we got a spade as well. So we're looking for a spade. And then coins, gems, keys. Let's start with a good one. We've got den. Which also has this. I'm going to use a key because sometimes we get keys, sometimes we get gems. 1 of each. So it didn't actually cost us a key. Oh, and we got an extra coin. And also there might be something else in here as well. Because it is booping at us. Ah! Coin on the floor. I am now just going... Is there a chance that this has a safe in it and there's something that you have to interact with? Ooh, chess piece. I don't know if I got that last time. Giant clock. Okay, so we want to go this way? Yeah. Boudoir. Not the lavatory. Commissary. Let's do commissary. At some point they promised this might work. Are you booping at me? No, because there are coins on the floor. Excellent. Okay, magnifying glass. We did ask for one of those. Running shoes. I don't want running shoes. Don't care too much about sleeping mask. Let's get the magnifying glass. We could buy one more key still in the locksmith with the coins we've got. Can't buy anything else anyway. Running shoes occasionally save you steps. Sleeping mask gives you 5 steps every time you newly enter. Like the first time you enter a bedroom. And the sledgehammer doesn't require keys for opening trunks. Okay. Spare green room, kitchen. I'm going to do the chapel because this will be our 3rd one. It should be sheltered. Ooh, and it's got something inside it. Aha! Hello. Right, 10. 12 because we got extras. Ooh, that would be good for the locksmith. We could probably get ourselves more keys. Okay, so let's build off this way first. Alright, dining room will give me food. Especially because we've reached rank 8 already with that mechanarium at the top. And pantry's facing the wrong way, so yeah, let's go for this. What is the option here? So we don't have a showroom, but let's get our steps. Makes it worth it to have gone back down. We only have 1 gem, 2 keys, but I'm now inspecting things a little more closely, just in case. You see, there's things in here. Could I have lit those? I do have a metal detector, and I could combine into my workshop. I'm not going to because, honestly, I somehow don't think that lighting the candles is going to do anything. I may be wrong, but I'm less convinced that lighting the candles would do something. Nursery gives me 5 footsteps whenever I draft. Kitchen would give me food for sale. Let's do spare green room, because it'll get us up. And sometimes... Oh, watering can. Excellent. Which gives us a gem every time we enter a green room. So let's build up. Okay, we lose 2 steps. Pantry goes the wrong way. Or we could gain 5 whenever we do a bedroom. But then, no, I'd rather lose 2 steps when we enter it. We don't necessarily have to enter it. I can just build it. Let's gain my gem. Because at the moment, we're just sort of filling up the room. It may get an achievement. I don't know. I'm jinxing myself if I say that. Alright, greenhouse. Yes, this would be good. Because we then get yet another antechamber door open. Plus, it will give me a green room, which will give me a gem anyway. Guest bedroom gives me 10 steps, but blocks us off. Boudoir blocks us off. Let's use a greenhouse. 1 achievement, literally 50 hours. No, I've been playing like 30 hours of this game and I have 0 achievements. But I'm enjoying it, so I don't really care. Broken Oh, hang on. Watering can. Let me just watering can first. Sprinklers are still watering in here, so I have more gems. This was a really good choice. So we can use the broken lever in here. This opens yet another door, and we now have 2 doors open on the antechamber. But yeah, honestly, I've put 30 plus hours in so far, and we're nowhere near. We're probably about halfway to 2 achievements. 3 or 4 achievements, maybe. And I don't mind. I really want a spade. I wish the commissary... That would bother you? I mean, it sort of bothered me. But then I was like, you know what? If I was really hating it, it's great because, you know, now... I really wish I had a spade. Oh, now I get a sledgehammer. Now I get a sledgehammer. Okay, fine. I could have had an extra key. I would have preferred a spade, I'll be honest. Now there are lots of rooms that have dig spots. And I don't have a spade. And it wasn't in my commissary. But we can buy more keys in the locksmith, and we've now got 4 gems, which we're not going to lose. So that's good. Gymnasium would lose 2 steps, but we can then build. So that's okay. I think the only way I'm going to get a spade is if I find one now. Feel like almost a bit of a wasted opportunity with all the dig spots, but heck, you know. So let's go dining room. You would think that your game save was busted. No, I mean I'm aware of what it is, and unless you have a clinical diagnosis, that is, you know. It's hard to throw around words like, you know, OCD is a clinical diagnosis. So, you know, if you do have a clinical diagnosis, then that's great. If you don't, please don't use that word. Oh, now green rooms don't cost to draft. Okay. I think we should put in the pantry. So then we can build up past the foundation and get more coins. I can't remember if we've had that conversation before. So yeah, if you do, then that's absolutely fine. But people use OCD in like response for like, oh, you know, my achievement, my gamer score is not even. I'm so OCD. So yeah. Cool. Excellent. Then no more. I will stop blathering. We're on the same page. Excellent. Right. Tunnel always draws a tunnel. That would take us all the way up to the top. I don't want to draw the lav. So that means we're putting an observatory which dead ends this particular route. But that's okay because we have plenty more doors. And we will get some stuff in the observatory. So the question is, what do we get? And we have a knight, which we definitely have taken a screenshot of before. So yeah, here's the foundation door, which is useful when, you know. Oh, what is that? Oh, everything is... That's a new one, I think, star-wise. We've got 15 stars and we get half off, which, actually, that's really good for the keys. That's really good for the keys. The sale. Okay, is there anything often valid at the commissary, locksmith, bookshop? There's a bookshop? Why have I not found the bookshop yet? Excuse me, hi subterfuge. Bookshop? Excuse me, there's a bookshop. Excuse me, can I have the bookshop, please? Game, hello? Also, look how squishy it is. It's also squishy. All right. So the question is, can we connect the boiler room to any... I was hoping we'd get the pool in there. Okay, so now we've got 3 gems. We go back round to the boiler room. I feel like we visit the locksmith. Excuse me. Going through the courtyard would be good because... Okay, so we've got 1 bedroom for the sleeping mask. The running shoes won't save us that many. And I'd rather use that and get keys, because keys are going to be really useful, because we've got 3 doors in the mechanarium. We've got 1 door in the Great Hall, so that's 4. The boiler room requires a key. The foundation requires a key. So that's 6 keys we need, and we've only got 2. So half off would get us 3 lots of 3. We get 9 keys for 18. I mean, we could get a special key, because 6 keys would be sufficient if with a special key. Let's have a look. And we could still find some stuff on the way round. The conference room may have grabbed some stuff for us. Okay, so where do we go from here? We go through the pantry, the gym, green room, dining room, chapel, commissary den. Okay, there's a bit of a windy path. But yeah, there's a bookshop and I don't have it yet. And I know... What do I know of? Do I know of other rooms? I think there's a trophy room that may or may not be a shop. We got the showroom once. What would I name my bookshop? I don't know. My brain went Cozy Nook. I don't know why. I like the word nook. Cozy Nook would be my bookshop, I think. That's what my brain said first. Because I love a good cozy book. Or Book Nook. The Book Nook. So, what have we got? We still have 4 rooms on the very first level that we don't have yet. One of which is possibly the attic. 2 rooms there, but then we have all the rooms in here. I know that we're missing the attic and the vault. Books and tea. I mean, Legends and Lattes, and there's a whole bunch of books that I own that already have like tea related bookshops. But when I was asked what would I name my bookshop, Cozy Nook is what popped into my noggin. So, you know, I mean, books and tea don't necessarily go together. Because that's how you get stained books. But yeah, I have a bunch of sort of like coffee, tea shop related books. In fact, Beckathon. Can't spell treason without Tomes and Tea. Tomes and Tea is the cozy fantasy book series by Rebecca Thorne, in which they open a bookshop that also sells tea. Legends and Lattes is Travis Boltree, I think. Travis Boltree, which is books and coffee. But yeah, it's you know, yeah. Tomes and Tea is also a good name, but you know, the Book Nook is what came to mind. So apparently there's a thing with roommate on level 8. Yeah, big bookstores transferred to put in coffee shops. Yeah, mostly to do work in public. Yeah, and to bring in, they can do, you bought a book, you get discount on your coffee type situations. Um, my favorite bookshop in York, called the Portal Bookshop, has a little cafe upstairs. I mean, Waterstones is still absolutely massive and has, I think, actually a couple of cafes in the one in London. A Christian coffee shop. I think I would avoid that on principle, depending on how it was advertising. Bibles and coffee. I dislike coffee, and I already read the Bible. It wasn't particularly interesting. Hot chocolate. Oh, I did meet up with a friend. Was it the end of last year? In Waterstones, it was raining. We had white hot chocolates. It was very tasty. But yeah, that was downstairs in the giant Waterstones in London, in Trafalgar, just off Trafalgar Square, or near Trafalgar Square ish, Piccadilly Circus. Not quite the thing on, yeah, somewhere in that region. Yeah. Um, but yeah, yeah, near the Lego store. Don't remember. I possibly there's. I mean, it's London. There's definitely a Lego store there. It's a really, really massive one. Leicester Square? I'm trying to think what the tube station was that I went to. It was near the Bird and Blend tea shop. Hey, Dan and Milo. So yeah, there's an achievement about solving the puzzle of roommate on level 8. I mean, yeah, there's a theatre and a cinema, so yeah. Um, I think there's also an M&M store. you know, it's London. There's a lot of stuffs. Um, but I avoided looking at the pretty books and just met my friend for a hot chocolate. M&Ms, as in like the candy store, I suppose you would say. M and M. Chocolates, sometimes with peanuts in them. They have the giant round things with arms and legs that are in a lot of adverts. M&M, yes, that's it. Subterfuge. Yeah. But yeah, there is a giant Lego store. I think that's nearer Covent Garden than it is the Waterstones, but it's a similar area. You went into one of those in Vegas and it scared you. I mean, heck, I'm scared by the anthropomorphic M&Ms. Oh, good tea. So yeah, um, roommate on level 8. There's an achievement. Let me just get it up because I haven't found roommate. I don't even know what roommate is. Apparently there are 8 workshop contraptions. We've made 2. We have solved about 18 or 19 of these, mainly because the parlor games keep on hurting my brain. 3 floors. I've still not started the game. I know, right? Draft a room in each open slot. That one is sort of not feeling like extremely positive right now, but I mean, it may be possible potentially on this run. Um, the drafting strategy sweepstakes. Not even heard of them. There we are. Enigma of roommate on rank 8. Not found roommate yet. We're working on this one. That one would require a lot of wealth. This is basically finding all the rooms and building them at least once. And then there's dare mode and curse mode. Haven't even unlocked that. Reach it in one day. Oh my god, how? RNG, what? Reach it in under an hour. Again, RNG says, what? That might be possible if we have a bunch of stuff unlocked, unless it requires it on a new run. Hey, Horror! I don't even know what a realm sigil is. I've revealed all the secrets. Sorry if I'm spoiling all this for you. Ace the classroom final exam. Well, we've built 2 classrooms so far. And then complete the trophy case. As I said, I think there's a trophy room. I don't know whether that goes in Doe's shop or one of these. So there are 6 rooms of the standard rooms that we've not built yet. One of those is the attic. One of those is the rotunda. What's the other one we keep missing out on? Oh, the vault. That was it. So there are 3 that I know of. So there are 3 that I don't know. One of which may be a trophy room. I don't know. So we're trying to build the pool because we need a pump room, ideally, because we have the boiler room now. Or we're trying to build the laboratory, which is behind me, next to the boiler room, to try and force open all the doors in the house. Yeah, totally spoiling all the achievements. Sorry. Um, it's hurricane in right. Yeah, yeah. Build the. I don't like the lavatory. The lavatory is no the laboratory. Laboratory. No, the lavatory is useless. I think. Um, though I have built it several times. Um, but I mean, this one I own because ID at Xbox gave me a copy. It is on Game Pass. I did start it on Game Pass because I could not wait to get my ID at Xbox copy, and wanted to start it when it came out. I was expecting to get at least one achievement, um, but yeah, there's so much to discover in this, and I'm just loving it. So there are still 2 more rooms. One's the master bedroom. One's her ladyship's chamber. We've got all the hallways. I want to build the foyer because there's busts in there, like heads and torsos of people. Because I've built it once and I had a look, and yeah, we've built all the green rooms. I want to go back to the secret garden, but I also want to knock down the wall there. Yeah, I know. I knew you'd laugh at busts. The morning room's fun. I need a spade. So yeah, so we might have a bookshop. You have this weird mental complex where you purposefully withhold doing things you really want to for an unknown amount of time. Yeah, no, horror. You may not believe this, but I understand exactly what you mean, and that's what I do with a lot of the Game Pass games. That's what I do with a lot of games. A lot of things I want to do. Sometimes I do it for a reason because I need to save up for it, or I want to make sure that I really want to play it. But sometimes it's like, why am I punishing myself for absolutely no reason? I don't know. Yeah. So in here, apparently there's a bookshop. I want to get the bookshop because I have like 50% off. I need a bookshop. There may be a trophy room in here, and I don't know what the 8th one would be. The red rooms, yeah. Lavatory. Why is lavatory a red room? Other than it seems to be a pretty useless room. But I've just realised now it's red. But it is. I've drafted it 6 times apparently. But all the other ones have penalties, really. Like this one means you don't get as many spread items. These ones penalise you for various different things. Though the furnace, um, I kind of want to build with the freezer so I can defrost the freezer. And then we've not built the dovecot yet, though we have. Yeah, this bit's broken. Though we did unlock it, and then we found all these. We've finally built the mechanarium. We need more keys, but I think we're going to manage that. We just need to get some more steps at some point as well, though. We've not built the conservatory or the lost and found. And then we've built all the outside. The dovecot is a real thing. It's a studio edition. If you build the drafting studio, you can select a new plan for floor plan to permanently add. So I built the clock tower. I selected the clock tower and the dovecot. Yeah, we've not built it yet. We own the floor plan. We have not yet built it. The classroom is unlocked from an outside one, but yeah, we built the clock tower because we got a key at the beginning of this thing. But we've not yet built it. We've used it because we used it to rotate the rooms, so it's come up a couple of times, but it hasn't yet been built. I'm hoping it comes up. Conservatory and the Lost and Found are also ones we found and not built yet. And then this one, we want to get the tomb because the tomb has a secret passage. I know it has a secret passage, but I haven't found it yet. So, right, we were getting back to the beginning. Now we've got to go back. We've got to go back. Let's see it built. Well, we'll have to see if RNG. If it comes up, I'll build it. I can't say more than that. Okay. What do you want the command dovecot to say, Dan? Because you could add the command yourself. You are a mod, you know. Do you want it to ask me if I've built it yet? Where are we going? Chapel. Okay. That looks like it's half off. It's not showing half off the same way. But that's fine. I don't think we're going to buy either of those. Make it a counter for the number of times I've not built the dovecot. Okay, right. Hang on. Give me a moment, and because now it's going to be, and I should set it to 2. Right, hang on. Commands. I guess I need to make it then like mod only. Dovecot. Joe has not built the dovecot in blueprints. Count times. Count set to 2. Create. Okay, we have a command. But is there a shipyard? I don't know. I haven't found it yet. What is Corella de Ville? Oh, you mean Cruella de Vil? Maybe. I don't know. Now I don't want to put words in your head. Dovecot complete. So yeah. Oh, I didn't make it mod only. Damn. Hang on. Okay. Now it's mod only. Yes, the evil. Yeah, Cruella de Vil. The evil lady that made coats from puppies. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not. I don't want to make fun of the spelling. It's not. I'm not making fun of the spelling. I just was checking that I had the right idea of what you were saying. Okay, so we could combine the magnifying glass and the metal detector, but I don't want to, because then I won't have the magnifying glass or the metal detector. Okay, so we need to go up to the hallway. And through the hallway. Into here. Watering can. Get another gem. Excellent. Okay. I'm still sad we don't have a spade. Okay, through the parlor, bedroom, and then into security. Ah, Cruella de Vil. Yeah. Got some steps. Security, then archives. So, do we build from the boiler room first? Let's see if we can get. Yeah. This is, I mean, when you start, it's like, okay, cool, everything's new. And then you will go through a period of, oh my god, I'm not getting anything new, I can't build anything useful. And then suddenly you will get something cool. And then you will unlock like a whole extra thing. And it'll be like Okay, now I need to see what I can do. At the moment, I'm sort of in the building up stuff part where you know, too busy with it. I mean, Expedition 33, this is why I started that on my alt, because I'm like, I can't do 2 lots. So there are 9 coins somewhere. I don't know where they are. Okay, so in the archive, we could take 2 steps to go to the locksmith. We've got to go into the archive anyway. We could take... I think we've got to build from the boiler room rather than the foundation. Excuse me. The foundation's not going to give us anything useful right now. And it potentially could make the boiler room build wrong. So, now we have all that steam. We're praying for laboratory, I guess, or the pool room? Ah. That's annoying. So that one would just give us a door. That one gives us 2 doors. And a way through to the foundation. Sad face. Does the passageway have... I don't know which rooms have the path at the top. I'm annoyed because I finally got the boiler room in a good place, and then now I don't have any rerolls either. And the utility room is in an okay to turn on the dark room. Just not particularly useful right now. And we still wouldn't be able to see what we're drafting. Passageway would give us the best option if we're trying for full coverage. Are we trying for full coverage? Is that a good use of 2 gems? That could guarantee us a something room. Pick a colour, but again, is that useful? Do we care if we get all the things? If we build this one, then we could build the vault. Because we've got 4. Let's just build the damn dark room. Ah! Oh, excellent. It's powered. Okay, it's not, but it is powered. Okay, so we still have the opportunity to power, but we have no visibility. And it's the last key, but we can go... Oh, it doesn't require a key. Okay. Why is that lit up in blue? Is that to separate them? I don't think I've ever seen that. Let's go for the lit up in blue one. Oh, furnace. We superpowered the furnace. Oh, hello. We got another key. Okay, so if you superpower the furnace... That's what it meant. It meant the room could be powered. Oh, that's good. Okay, right. Well, it's not the best use of the boiler room, but hey, I got another key. Right, now... we go to the locksmith and buy stuff. The weight room's not going to take away, is it? Or is it? No, it is. Okay. Could do with building a bedroom, I suppose. We've got 15 steps. We should be okay. And then if we've got time, we come back and turn on the dark room. But hey, at least we saw the steam power work. Not quite how I wanted it to work, but... Weight room. And let's buy me some keys. Okay, so 3 keys. I thought this was... did that do 50% off? I feel that's just reduced it by 1 coin. Okay. Let's buy a special key. I think this time we may run out of... We got a silver key. Great. We'll buy 1 more key. Oh no. Right, fine. Okay, well we now have 8 keys and a silver key, so... But yeah, there's a bookshop and no one told me. I've not found the bookshop yet. No, so there's 9 coins somewhere. Maybe in the room with all the doors? Really neat. Yeah, maybe in the room with all the doors. Did we say we were going to unlock these? No, I think we don't. I think we... Machinarium. It's not a Christian bookshop, but everything is now getting hot. Ooh, office. Yes. I mean, it's doors facing the wrong way, but it's going to put coins in the thing, and there's another safe in here, and I can show you. So... And I feel there's probably clues in here. But damned if I can find them. Oh, giant chess piece. So in here, there is a switch. And the switch makes that go up and reveals a safe. I haven't cracked the safe yet. There is a note about books. Which I don't think contain any clues, but, you know. And then there's a note here about the antechamber, you know, greenhouse lever is broken again, but we've sort of gone beyond that. What we can do is log into here. Spread gold in the estate. We could do with the kitchen. That would be useful. Log in. Spoilers if you didn't know the password. Which we have known for a little while, but we did not know how to actually input it properly. I thought we needed 12 characters. We do not need 12 characters. This is just the answer. And you press RT to enter. But we should be able to read email, which may give us some stuffs. But yeah, I could do with the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of important right now, except that we're going to end up in the damn kitchen and then have no... Oh no, we've got 4 steps left. Right, okay. Let's try mail. Ooh, okay. From Anne Babbage. Date November 1st, 1993. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass the message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter. Anne Babbage. Are we in 1993 at the moment? Because I feel like November 5th, he died. October 8th. Riri fuse box repair. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you are out of here next week, please test that the correct sequence is Off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Thank you for the due diligence on this project, H.S. Sinclair. It's the code for the VAC thing. But I don't know what that does, but a code. Hi, Billy S. See, we got a clue. I don't know what it means, but we've got a clue. Excuse me. Mailroom. Yeah, we could really do with building a kitchen. We have the coin, we have the gems, we have a couple of coins. If we could get to the conference room as well, that would give us more coins. VAC indicators. Okay, so off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Oh, we totally need more steps. Okay, what else have we not discovered that I've got notes on? Got the passage. We got the patio. Her ladyship's chamber, the attic, rotunda. We got the locker room once. That had a lot of things that needed keys. You really need the locker room plus money plus the place where you can buy keys. No, there's only a couple of ones that we've discovered. Okay, so we finally have a code for the VAC thing, but just not really any way of getting to the VAC thing right now. But we're making so much progress. Okay. Changes to the estate, 7th of October. Dear Herbert, just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured your plans will be executed down to the last detail. Maguire, McKinley, and MacDonald. Oh, okay, October 5th, freeze. The VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. This is not the desired functionality. Let us know. We'll fix it in our regular service next week. Okay, excellent. So to get to white, we need purple first. M&M. Only coincidence for our day today. I think it's muck. Maguire, McKinley, and MacDonald. Muck. Okay, so 4 emails. Now we know what the VAC indicators need to do. Now I want to play with them, but... So data transfer not available. Remote terminal. View active terminals. Security online. And the shelters online. Oh, that's useful. Now I've connected the two. I can view the estate inventory. There are 25 coins. That'd be useful. I did not mean to exit like that. Damn it. No, I can't. Oh, it's fine because... though, actually, I want to know... Oh, I wish it hadn't exited. I do want to know what the... Because I've got the boiler room on. And I've got the furnace on. If there's been any difference in the... I wish it would just go, you know this. Please enter Swan Song again. And then I don't have to keep on filling it in. And misspelling it. I love the dial-up tone. That's just great. So let me just check staff services. So special orders. Place a special order for shovel. Next time we have a shovel and we want a shovel, we need a shovel. But we don't have a shovel right now. And I really want a shovel. Okay, so that's still on T. We've still got 3 there. Okay, so let's do remote terminal access. So the only one that's offline currently is the lab. Let's see if there's any shift in the radiation. It would have been really useful had we got the lab. It was 0.12. No, it's not made any difference. Okay, so we don't have any rooms for payroll. Where's the utility closet from where we are? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get to the utility closet. We need to build a kitchen off the damn mechanarium. I really wish people would stop using my email as their email. I've just got to... I get way too many bits of personal information that I really shouldn't be getting via people's emails. I think we've got enough keys right now. So 1, 2, 3 that we definitely want to use. And we've got 7, so that leaves us 4 over. We have 3 other doors in the Great Hall. And I know the conference room currently has a chunk of coins, which could get us more keys. For now, we need food. So, yeah. So there's a safe. No, I do not know what the code to the safe is yet. Oh, but we haven't tried Christmas Day in here yet, though, so... Nope. And then... No. We've tried all the other combinations that we know. Any chance it was November 5th? No. Okay. It said something about 8 goats. No. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. We've only found 1 gate code and 1 opened it. And that was the orchard. Unless there's somehow a gate code. I am going to check the back of this picture. Or a safe code. I'd take a safe code. No. Then, yeah. But yeah, this game is infinitely... Well, not infinitely, because there are bits of it that do get a bit boring. It's like, you know, some runs I'm not getting anything new, you know. I'm still on the wrong side to look through the window for that statue. The furnace didn't have windows. The observatory wouldn't have had windows. Pantry didn't have windows. Greenhouse would have had a window to look out. But we don't have steps to spare at this point. We wasted a couple at the beginning just to get the shelter in. Kitchen. 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 Kitchen! Boom. I'll take it. Even if it means I can't get that top one, I didn't think there was any chance of me filling in this completely. I mean, the guest bedroom gets me steps, and that gets me steps, but kitchen will let me buy food. And if everything's half price... Also, the kitchen now has a water supply, and I think I'd not actually... Ah! If the kitchen has a water supply, I can refill my watering can and thus get more gems. That's good. But heck, can you give me a few more steps? Banana costs 1 and gives me 3 steps. But I can't buy anything else. Bacon and eggs would add the morning room. But if we get 2 bananas, that gives me 8 steps. It's not brilliant. I could do with some bedroom now as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would get me to the conference room. But it wouldn't get me back up again to the kitchen to buy stuff. So, yeah, that's a bit sad. But hey, we filled... Yeah, we have. This is the only one we haven't opened. This is the one that is opened by the secret garden. But that's fine. We weren't trying to get into the antechamber. I mean, we can maybe see. Let's use the silver key because, you know. Ooh, hello. Okay, so Chamber of Mirrors, the Rotunda. It can rotate. We don't have enough gems. It's hot in here. All right. Chamber of Mirrors. Let's do the Chamber of Mirrors. This has a lot of buttons in. But it does have coins, usually, or things you can collect. Yeah, there's coins. But you need to sort of be able to access it from all the different things. So I don't know whether we're going to be able to make use of this. Depends what we can get off the Great Hall. Oh, apparently if you press it twice, it closes the thing again. Okay. We do have a lot of keys. Let's see what we can build first. Spare green room, weight room, courtyard. Oh, wait, it's the whole duplicate room things. Okay. I don't want to lose half my steps. Spare green room, I guess, because we get a gem. And there's something in here. Unless that was it. No, that was it. Yeah, the mirror room lets you build duplicates of things. Oh, lost and found. Or secret passage, which we could build a bedroom. I will lose a random inventory item, but I find 2 rare items. But I could build into a bedroom. Which would give me... There's something here? Ah, a key. Someone lost a key. Servants' quarters. Oh, well, that's not useful. That sometimes contains food. None of this is particularly helpful because my mirror room is now completely useless. We only have one bedroom, but if I do this, then I've got one step. There are 12 major keys. This is not a lie because it is a green. We have found prism, basement, secret garden, and then there's possibly the silver key. This information, Hartley. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude, always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I'd always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself, uninterrupted by you and unfettered by societal graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinidale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humour of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend, Harbert. So, something is shy. We got the... Now we get the shovel. Now we get the shovel, which would possibly give us turnips. So there's one more thing in here. So, Mr. Ureta, Mrs. Babbage has told me that you'll be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologise in advance for the extra workload. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connection seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, which we haven't found yet, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network terminals, to allow network administrator controls. Admin key, first 4 letters of your last name, which is Ruot, followed by first initial, which is H for Herbert, I believe. No, not H for Herbert. Anyway, I think it's written down somewhere. I'll go and have a look in a minute. So then the first and fifth character should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next days before my departure. Randolph. I don't know who Randolph is. Those are the different bedrooms. Hartley. H for Hartley, not for Herbert. So, yeah. We are unfortunately on our last step. And that is it. We did really well. We didn't really gain... We have more keys than we know what to do with. No, we have keys that we could have used in that Great Hall. I should have used them before I went on. I'll be honest. We didn't really make good use of the mirrors and the kitchen. So, yeah. And I really want the utility closet access now because I have the code for the vac, whatever that means. I don't know what it means, but we have a code for it. And there was something in the dark room. Oh, maybe the dark room is what had those coins. Yeah, so we have some coins somewhere that we could have used, which would have gotten us, if we could have gotten to the conference room and then the kitchen, with the coins from the office, that would have been really useful, but we didn't. Imagine the tax on this mansion. I know this is, I think, the biggest one we've built. But unfortunately, we have not made good use. Excuse me. We nearly did. We've got 5 slots free. We ran out of doorways, but we do still have stuff we could have. Oh, we should have used those keys in the Great Hall. That's annoying. But anyway, because there would have been coins. Yeah, if we'd have done that, we'd have just used those keys in the Great Hall. There would have been coins. Possibly we could have used them in the kitchen to then get more steps, but still we wouldn't have got much more done today. We did do a good thing, a good whole chunk, but yeah, you can get up to 6 keys in here, or well, actually it looks like you can get more keys than that, but those that we haven't found the first 2 rooms. Oh, the bookshop. So there we go. Secret passage. We have to call it a day. I think we'll have a quick break. I need some more tea. We did get 1 new room. Maybe we should have put in the rotunda or the lost and found. What was it we got in that was new? Oh, the machinarium. Okay, so we're just gonna do save and quit because I don't want to leave it on the beginning of the we are going to continue, but I'm just going to have a short break, and if we leave it on the screen on the way in, it ticks down the time, and at some point I feel like that's going to penalize us. So bear with me for like 3 minutes. Go get a snack or hydrate or stretch or whatever you need, and I will be back soon. I'm back. I have a cheese snack. Okay, I really want to build the utility closet because I have that VAT code now. Day 28. So December 4th. I forget how long we have. I should check. How long do we have? It said in the will at the beginning. Because it's a roguelike, at some point it's going to want to reset completely. Okay. Gems is good to start with. Oh, and it's got a dirt patch. That was the only thing in the other one. It was like we had all these dirt patches, which would have totally given us stuff, but we didn't get the spade. We're just gonna build the utility closet. We're making a really skinny house. Okay. I need to find the bit where I wrote it down now. Yeah, if I get the vault, I need also the coat check because I have a vault key. Off. Oh, there's white. Which one's supposed to be white? White is supposed to be this one. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, so it wants to be off, blue, green, white. Off, blue, green, white. Red. Purple. Off, blue. Oh, oh. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Also, we totally forgot to go outside and build a room, but we've just unlocked. I just unlocked the gemstone. I'm so unreasonably excited right now. Now I start each day with 2 gemstones and the 2 coins and 20 extra steps because we've unlocked the orchard as well. Oh my god! Well, that was worth it. Right. And now, because I forgot to do, we're going to go outside and well, no, we're going to have a look. Where was that? Where was that door? That was up near the orchard. Right, we're going to firstly go and have a look in the new door. Because I'm a little bit very excited. Not that door. There's a lot of things to unlock, as I said. So unreasonably excited. It's up here. So the orchard's up there, the campsite's there. I unlocked the orchard. I did that all on my own. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I think I kind of want people to be able to discover that. It's the last blue flame. Okay, we'll do that in a minute because I've also seen... Can't we get any gems? Any gems? Right, what does it say? What does it say? What does it say? Right. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay. Here is the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavations to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinions, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here, so Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there is still 1 more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move from the other side if they can get over there. Yeah, that is in the way, and we do know where that is, and that's the tomb. We need to go through the tomb. If we can figure out the statue combination. The boss informed us that there are other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Excellent. Okay, so we don't get any gemstones right now, but we get 2 tomorrow. And this is the final blue flame. Which is going to unlock something spectacular. So, 1 in the orchard, 1 in the gemstone cabin, 1 in the hovel, and... what was the other one? I wrote it down. Get there with me a moment. I have so many things written down. Right. Schoolhouse. One in the schoolhouse, one in the hovel, one in the orchard, and then one in the gemstone mine. So now we have a whole, like, elevator thing. See, we unlocked one thing and then something new pops up. I am excited. I'm just going to take a picture to add to my list of things. So, yeah. Orchard up at the top there gives you 20 extra steps. This is the campsite, doesn't do anything. There is one more door-ish here. I still want to figure out if I drain the fountain, if that gives me access to something. There is nothing along that path. We found a room. We found the passageway blueprint and we lit the torches, but it didn't give us anything else other than a letter. And then there is a walled off area here. It looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff down there, so, you know. But, look at this. Let's go see where this gets us. Because this is all brand new. I've not seen this on anything. Oh, it's taking us down the mountain. Literally taking us down the mountain. Because this isn't scary and dark at all. Oh, it's lit. It's a whole new world. Ah, and this is what we could see from the thing. This is the little whatchamacallits. Oh, hello. Okay, so the miner helmet and a lantern, but nothing. There's a waterfall. A good waterfall. Oh, hello. What are you? Have a look around the outside before we have a look in the middle. Chess pieces! This is the precipice. It says it underneath me, so you can't see it. Oh my god. Oh my god. This has to be related to, like, the pieces we've seen around the house. But it's unlocked, so I can come back at any time. I can figure this out. I've seen the knight was in the observatory, but the observatory could be anywhere. You know, that's been in the bedroom and various other ones. But this will unlock something as well. But I don't have all the bits of information. But it's just unlocked, so, you know, this is permanently unlocked. There we go. Permanent additions. Gemstone Cavern. Oops. As well as the foundation is permanent as well, so. So the precipice. Going up to the waterfall. Ooh, there's a door down here. Hello? Oh no, not hello waterfall. Oh no, we reached. Oh, hello. Ooh, foreman's copy. Do not. Ooh, realm and something. Sigils. Sigils, people. Something first era, natural, creations, accustomed to record, various signs with the aid. They did this in order that something of their realm may not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era, every culture, and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we're referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. The book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. And there was an achievement for finding all the sigils. I think it said 8 of the realm sigils. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identity, and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, the moats, and the border. The core. The shape at the centre of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it's important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as the first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if you don't know the place we are describing. Several examples from well-known something. So then we've got some origins there. And we've got the rays. Something from the core will come, adding lines, splitting the sigil from one sigil to another, different number style. Differences immediately reveal several things. So then we've got something counting, something sigil will, transportation, were they on ships, employed expanse of something, countries, ships, routes, bright rays, carriages, trails, forays, horse galloping, locomotion. Rays here are used in realms that rely on track-based travel. That page is just completely missing. And then we've got heat. Oh, we've got something. Sorry, I have to take screenshots, and I do apologise. It's probably incredibly annoying. I could just turn off the toasts, but there we go. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blasting cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with a rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning shape is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snows is a common appearance. Windy weather is displayed on sigils where they used to bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Moats. On each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So we've got tribal, primitive realm, hunters and gatherers, agricultural, looks like a little seed, harvest and farming based societies, martial, military, generations spanning something about arguments, metropolitan, large city state with dense and urban populous centre, academic, centre for knowledge, advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities and libraries, industrial, engineering driven culture with a focus on manufacturing and invention and production, spiritual, an elevated reverence for nature, animals and the forces that guide us, and poetic, strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music and language. And then we've got the border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different colour. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colours of that specific realm. We've got white, we've got black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange and white. Cool. And then we've got putting it all together. By studying the core, rays and moats at the border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been undecipherable enigmas. So we've got red banners, martial and fog. Okay, so yeah, red, martial. It said fog. We don't know what fog is because that's not an option, but it could be right. And then we've got the core is a pentagram. It just says F-E. Oh, you keep thinking I've unlocked an achievement. Sweetie, if I unlock an achievement, it will be the rare sound. They are all rare. We're looking at like less than 1%. I mean, only 9.5% of people have reached room 46. everything else is lesser percentage. So they are all rare. So that is the difference here. These are screenshots. Anything else? And anything that... No. So yeah, we've got red banners, Marshall and Fog, but I don't know what the middle stands for. But there we go. Hey, we have a book. Excellent. But we do appear to have reached the end. Sad face, we did not hit a waterfall. But there is more down there, so I'm thinking that if we can figure out the chess puzzle, it might open this door. But I do not have enough information to solve the chess puzzle yet. Though I suppose I could see what happens. I guess we just can put them down in places. Which is why I was taking a screenshot of both the chess piece and the position I was in when I did it. So yeah. So at the moment, I think... Get out of here. There was the chess piece in the storeroom, which is here. So I've seen the horse. That was when we were in the observatory, which was somewhere up here. Yeah. We do have screenshots. We have screenshots for a reason. Let's see if we can find some more chess pieces. Oh yeah, I found a telescope the last stream, didn't I? That was exciting. Okay, so this was... What is this? Oh, no, now we've got all these things. Right, okay, come on. Yeah, so... Dining room, what is this? Trouble is that trying to get into the screenshots is quite frustrating. Okay, so that was in the dining room. Where was the dining room? Because that was also a pawn. You see, the problem is there are a lot of pawns. The pawn was also here. But maybe it's not the same pawn. Okay. Right, what was this? That is the fancy one at the back. Yeah, with this one. It was there. But I didn't take a screenshot. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the reference image. Nope, the office was here. So how do I know if it's the proper, you know, piece? That was a castle in the clock room, which was there. The clock tower. Yeah, it was a horse piece. The observatory. Which was there. But maybe it's about them being on this particular run. I've got to find them all on this particular run and then come back here. Which is going to be tricky. That was a bishop in the chapel, which I thought was quite appropriate. The chapel was here. So, based off that, and the fact that I've not seen that other chess piece, I think it needs to be current. So, finding all the chess pieces is not going to help. But finding them now, like right now, and then I'd have to come out again. And I've already used quite a few steps getting here. But hey, we got one in the right place. We could possibly, you know, cheese it. There are only so many pieces and only so many places. But does it matter because we've not built there yet? So, it may change. Actually, let's take that off the board because we didn't find that anywhere. Just take a screenshot and then... because that was the storeroom in which we found the chess piece. Hi, Lady Marguerite! We unlocked the precipice! I'm really excited. Gives us 2 extra gems. Ooh, Foreman's log. I didn't see that before. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss and dirt, we've uncovered a dozen more. So this is the 2nd of July 1915. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we've surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock and debris. The site is either much older than we first assumed, or someone has deliberately had these chambers buried. I missed that on the way around, because I was too excited about the passageways, and luckily I was looking in all the little nooks and crannies on the way back. But yeah, so yeah, we have like a mountain view, but there's more down there, so there is more to unlock. But we unlocked something. We like totally solved the VAC code, and then we found our final blue flame. So now we have like unlocked a whole chunk extra, which I'm really happy about. And we've taken 1,000,001 screenshots and annoyed Dan, but that can't be helped. How you doing, Lady Marguerite? Oh, you reached your 50 last stream. I totally spaced on acknowledging that because I was probably really excited about something in the game. So congratulations on your 50. You've unlocked your first daily Chivo reward, which is 5 tokens. I will add that to your total. Let me know if you want to pick some... Yeah, I wasn't preventing from getting a game. I just forgot to mark the milestone last thing, which I would have realised when I updated my spreadsheet. But yes, so it'll be in the spreadsheet. you feel free to pick a game off the list, or because you are a regular, I will allow you to bank. How did we have 3 coins? Oh, because we picked one up. I've made a wish. Honestly, I don't know what the wish thing does, but it said make a wish. We're going to make a wish. So we have used many of our bonus steps, but it's really important that we now go build our room. Let's see what we've got. Schoolhouse. Do we want to try the classrooms again? Do we want more dig spots? That's only useful when we have a spade. I don't find the trading post particularly useful. I haven't as yet. It may as we unlock more stuff. We need gemstones for that. I'm going to go with the root cellar again. But we do need a spade first. So, root cellar. And there is a family tree in here. We have Mary Epson, who got married. That's the one that went missing. The stern-looking guy off to the left is the guy that died. And then Clara, and the one next to Clara is, we've seen Clara in a lot of photos. But I really could do with a magnifying glass in here as well, I'll be honest. So, we don't get anything until we have our spade. We have not unlocked any extra bits, but I'm still absolutely chuffed. Look, I mean, there is literally clearly a section to unlock, which we have now unlocked, and I'm really chuffed about that. We've only got one more permanent addition, whatever this is, that gives us a bonus. I don't know what it would give us. Maybe coins or keys. The gate gives us access to the outer room. The orchard gave us steps. And the gemstone caverns gave us gems. So yeah. But yeah, we've got a bit of a skinny house at the moment because we really wanted to unlock the utility closet. So we have one opportunity to build up. And honestly, this may be a duff run if we can't really build up very well. That's okay, because we just unlocked like the cavern, and then we unlocked the blue flame elevator, and I'm just like, yes. And we used up most of our... Oh no, because we'd already gone into... Okay, so we used up some of our steps building those rooms. Alright, give me something good. Okay, so... Passageway. Let's use our gems and build a passageway. Then we've got 3 options. So... Oh, passageway does have the steam thingies. It's useful to know if we get the boiler room. This is a good one to build after the boiler room. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we can't build security. We could build the archives, then we lose part of our visibility. But again, so what? This is where we get like random rooms, because I'm like, I can't see what I'm building, so I'm just gonna build random shit. We are supposed to be looking for chess pieces, though there wasn't one in there. Sometimes we get an item. No item this time. That looks like a standard door. Standard door. But yeah, from now on, one of our rooms will be obscured. Oh, okay. Well, we'll build a closet, which again looks like it could have more stuff in here. Ooh, a reroll dice. That's useful. Like me a good reroll dice. But yeah, it sort of feels like this could potentially have, you know, what happens if the back of the closet opens? Is it like a Narnia situation? Okay, so usually I just go for just build me mysteries. Bedroom gives us another doorway, though. Mostly I go for building the mysteries. You see, this also has a chess piece in, but the storeroom is the one that had the valid chess piece. What's the difference between an invalid and a valid chess piece? Is there a difference? Build the archived one. Let's see what we get. Ooh! Ah, it's the mailroom. I was like, ooh. No, it's just the mailroom. Right, so the mailroom will now contain something cool. We've been in here before. The next time we build it, which will give us some much needed items. That was the... There we go. Email address! Oh, I didn't twig on that. But I also didn't know what it was going to do. This one, if you have the magnifying glass, in that red swoosh at the bottom, it says something about, do you think they figured out he was stealing, or something to that effect? Which is like, oh, you were stealing, naughty boy. So yeah, so this is the mailroom, which is the dead end. So it may be that because we've built the archives, we are now going to dead end ourselves way too soon. But again, I'm kind of okay with that. Because I guess we can just have a little explore and see, you know, if there's something specific that marks that one chess piece better than, you know, the chess piece that's in here. Is it because that's the first pawn we revealed? Pawn spelt with an A and a W. Not anything hinky. We don't have any gems. Let's build the mystery ones. Oh, look, it's the furnace, which is not powered, so we don't get a key. And we'll make everything freaking hot. But everything's freaking hot through here. So if we were to get the freezer, by some miracle, you know. Oh, if we build the archived one and it's nothing, then we are dead-ended. Let's just, you know, spray and pray. Ah, okay. We pay a tithe. I'll take it. Okay, so we have the bishop. And also, yeah, we really could have done... So, that's the chapel there. Like that. I wonder... See, this has lots of stuff we can ignite if we'd had that fire startery thing. But yeah, we really are building blindfolded. I don't know, is blindfold equally unacceptable a word? I don't like using blind because blind is an actual disability. We are intentionally handicapping ourselves and building a really short, stubby... Ooh, lost and found. But it gives us a... That dead ends us. So let's build the archived one. And we built the freaking toilet! Yeah. So, boo hiss. There is nothing in here. Other than it annoys the crap out of me. What is the point in this room? So, we have a very aborted short run. It does look like it might have a secret passage. But honestly, literally, I have just built myself into a terrible, terrible corner. They didn't really have an option other than reroll, though. But this has been a successful run because we now have the gemstone cavern. We access the precipice. And now we have multitude of sins. No, sorry. We have a multitude of steps. So we can go, right, let's have a peek back in the storeroom to see what makes this particular chess piece the chess piece, and then go back to the precipice and see if we put the bishop where the chapel is, if that gives us another highlight. But yeah, we revealed an entire ass secret passage, which I am so chuffed about, but we did have an aborted run. A prematurely ending run. Ah, well. Sadly, our blessing did not bless. It wasn't really a blessing, it was just a wish. The wish did not wish. So, let's go see. And actually, before we go down there, let's just check and see if these lights are still lit. Yeah, so this is still permanently open. It doesn't give us anything. But you know, we have a wow, this log is 621. So, you know, they stay lit. I like that the some stuff stays permanently. That is good, because trying to unlock all these things in one run would be an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I missed that because I came round at a good scoot. Okay, so move the bishop there, right? So then, didn't mean to do that. If I try it in every other space and it doesn't light up, then they need to be in play. And the horse is in the observatory. Sorry, the knight. Okay, so not in play. So that would be storeroom and chapel. Placed and in play. We'll have to see. Because, yeah. I think doing that would probably open this door. Which lets us in more. The sigil stuff is exciting. I haven't seen any sigils. Now I know what I'm looking for, I guess. As long as I don't miss them. But God, if I've got to place the rooms right... Like, the office has what I assume is, like, the king piece. I'm gonna have to find all the chess pieces. And then put them in play. But then, you know, are there various options for pawns? But then... So it's the first one that's placed. But then you can only get, you know, one of Well, no, there should be 2 bishops, 2 knights, but I've only found 1. Okay, well, we have to call it a day, unfortunately, on this. A little bit of a pants run in terms of rooms. It's going to call it something really... Oh, it's a red cottage. Oh, yeah, because we did have 3 red rooms. But we made a big discovery, so I'm happy. Okay, I'll do one more run. Day 29. Okay, so what are we like? December 5th? Particularly matters what day we are, I'll be honest. Okay, so we have 2 gems, extra 20 steps, and 2 coins. Okay, let's go see what we can build outside. Do we go down the precipice and see if the chess pieces are still lit up? Special floor plans cost additional steps instead of gems. I mean, I've done that one. Cool! I mean, feel free to post a picture of Milo's do in the Discord and the cute things. Shelter protects you from... we would get a gem inside the safe. The steps actually gets annoying. I did that once so I could get my blue flame. But I think let's build classrooms. Don't think there's actually anything in here. Blue flame. Oh no, maybe it's here that's got the blue flame. No, yeah, it was the schoolroom that had the blue flame and the hovel. Anyway, you need access to the outside to be able to get access to the precipice stuff. But yeah, have fun. I'll go for maybe an hour, depending on how long this run takes. I guess make a wish at some point, you know. Maybe I just find all the things that made a wish. That was a burb. At the bottom of the fountain, if when I finally get to drain it. Okay, so we're going to use a couple of steps just so that we can go and check in the precipice. But yeah, there are definitely several levels of these things. We just want to see if the chess pieces are still in play and still highlighted. No. Okay, so that resets. So we're going to need steps to be able to get out here. I think possibly 3 or 4, just to be safe. So we need to know which rooms have the chess pieces in and then place those rooms. Oh, that's going to be a pain. So yeah, I'd say we need to make sure we've got sort of maybe 5 steps just to be certain. That took 8, but we visited the outside bit, which does at least 4 or 5, I think. Okay, so library, dining room. We could place it here, and then, but that's really annoying when we reach rank 8. But it does give us 2 doors. Bedroom gives us 1 door. The library discovers less common floor plans, but it's only got 1 door. I'm going to build the library. Because the dining room really is kind of annoying there. There are supposed to be, like, more books. Maybe this is when... Oh, hello. Trunk is locked. There's a trunk in the library. Maybe... Because we've looked at all of these. Maybe let's try the history of Arendia again. Maybe it's got some sigilly stuff in. We should check for chess pieces. I'm thinking maybe if we combine the bookstore with the library, we could possibly buy books to go in here. So now what are we? Still got the longest day was 3 hours. Yeah, see, average day is about an hour. We've put nearly 30 hours into this. We have taken a lot of steps, turned a lot of keys, used a lot of gems, spent even more gold. We have an allowance of 2 and total stars of 15. We have drafted 727 rooms, most of which have been hallways, with red rooms coming a second, then bedrooms, then green rooms, then shops. We have solved 20 of the 20 billiard rooms, but we've only solved 21 out of 27 parlours. As the achievement, I think, is for 40 or 50, we're about halfway there. We found 5 upgrade discs and upgraded some rooms, and we found 1 red letter. I really hope there's like hidden things in here, but sadly there are not. Depending on where you build the library, you can get bookcases or windows. So this overlooks the fountain, not the fountain. Well, it's sort of a fountain. So scrapbook. Our claim ticket still has a vault key, vault 304. We've also found I think it was 255 key. Nephew, so yeah, son of sister. I'll figure out the family tree once I've got my Miro board up and running. We like the schoolhouse, yes. We like the nook, the den, and the parlour, yes. We have paid the most for the drawing room and the passageway and the office. We spent the most time in security, the entrance hall, and the library. That makes sense because the library has books that I've been reading. The entrance hall because sometimes I pause the game in there or stop the game in there, which is why I've been saving and exiting instead of save and continue with I've had my 3-minute breaks. We've now made 2 contraptions. We made burning glass and detector shovel. Our largest purchase was a key pack. We've only managed to magnifying glass 2 of the stamps. There is 1 in the tomb. So the tomb requires a magnifying glass, the shovel, and knowledge of which statues have their tools up and which statues have their tools down, and possibly also the burning thing, because it felt like there was some very expeditious candle stuff in there. If you magnifying glass over this magnifying glass, it tells you that if you magnifying glass stamps, it adds them to your stamp collection. We still haven't built the rotunda, the lost and found, or the dovecote. Or the vault, or the attic, but those are no longer in our most avoided. We should have built the lost and found last time, but hey. And then the highest grade we've reached is 2. We're going to try and build more classrooms. Classrooms only seem to have 1 exit, so maybe we can do some sort of meandering situation with classrooms. So let's build up. Oh my god, I found... Oh no, don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! I'm like, I should build the lost and found. And I got lost and found. I definitely should build the classroom. But I got the bookshop! I'm building the bookshop. I've not seen that before at all. This is so exciting. Ooh, hello. New clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, oh, I want to read this, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating the writing of the book was completed and was well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organisation that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigation of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book, so there was Swimbird and Red Prince, has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Ben Margle, who many theorise may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Okay, regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may be very likely the last words ever published by the missing author. Well, that's exciting. Stairs and stars. Okay, so this feels so much like I want to pull a thing. This cosy little bookstore is often tucked away in the more secluded corners of the estate, giving guests little opportunity to appreciate the curated selection of equally rare books it offers. Titles purchased in the bookshop will be automatically added to the library's book request form, which fittingly is the only room in which this rare floor plan can be drawn. Very glad I drew it then. So we now have another shop. So still not sure what the other what the last shop is, but I think Trophy Room comes in here. So very excited about this. Okay. But yeah, I really want to like pull a book and let's see what the damage is. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So we've got the first edition of the History of Erindia, A New Clue, A Curse of Blackbridge, Realm and Ruin, Drafting Strategy Volume 4, Drafting Strategy Volume 5. I think I've seen 1 and 3. 3's in the library, 1 was in the drafting room. I haven't seen 2 anywhere. We only have 1 coin because we threw 1 in the fountain. So we can't buy anything as yet, but we have it. And if... Ooh! And we have a black bishop. Because black and white might be important in those things. And we got a newspaper article, which may contain something. So I'm happy anyway that we found this. There was nothing in the library. But as we... Yeah, so we can buy more books for the library. Excellent. Love this. Right. Should I build off the entrance hall? I feel like I should build off the entrance hall. Because it's more likely to go north. I don't want to block myself in, having, you know, just got excited, having finally found the library. Okay, drawing room. Yeah, the nook would take me back round to that. Guest bedroom. Let's do the drawing room then. And now we're out of gems. But we made good use of our gems. Yes, I want to read all these books, but I feel like we need to be richer. There's got to be more. Okay, so there's a pawn in here. There's a pawn in the drawing room, a bishop in the bookshop. That sounds like a bit of a tongue twister. So if we manage to stunt ourselves this time, we can experiment with our theory about chess pieces by, you know, taking it down to the rotunda. Okay, let's build up first. All right, nook, storeroom, commissary. Redraw. Classroom. Hallway. Let's build a hallway. Gives us a key. Den gives us a gem. Which means that we can build a classroom. And we have a chest in the library. Hello, another pawn. Not the first one. But good to know which rooms have which in. This one does not have a chest. Okay. Let's build this way first. The door is locked. Use my key. Okay, we don't need the utility closet as yet. Chapel. Boudoir. Chapel gives us 2 doors, but also takes a coin. Ugh. It's like we've got the bookshop, we've got the lost and found, we've got a classroom. We want to build all three and we can't. And I am sad. My package has been delivered. Excellent. Well, none of these really go anywhere except for the commissary, which might give us a spade. But let's go pick up our package because sometimes that gives us fun stuff. We got an amateur lockpick and 2 gems. I'll take it. The best package I've got, but 2 gems is certainly much welcomed. Okay, so den, hallway, drawing room, and the entrance hall all have things off them. So I guess let's see if we can get from the den to the foundation. We can with the gymnasium, which is going to kill some of our steps. We can't with the classroom. Let's put the gymnasium in just to give us a bit more. It's only going to take 2 steps. I'll take it. We don't have any keys. That they do tend to start getting locked. I'd say we could take the nook down and get 2 keys. Because the let's build a classroom, obviously. Because something. So the only thing we need in here is the apple. This, I think the flags and what we ascertained with the flags, they are part of sigils for the realms. Aha! There's the statue. But I can't see it. I think I have a screenshot of it from a different room. But it would need to be the other side of the nook, I think. But yeah, we've not discovered any sigils as yet, so yeah. We do have the amateur lockpick kit, which is always useful. Coat check. We could claim our vault key. No, we could claim... Okay, we can put the dark room in. That gives us an extra door. We now have redraw total 4? Why do we suddenly have redraws? What did we pick that gave us redraws? Let's do 1 redraw. Okay, now it says total 5. Or is that just how many redraws we've done? Okay, we obviously want to put another classroom in. It's just facing the wrong way. But let's put another classroom in because then we've got another thing. This gets us back to grade 2, which again we've already done. This is the maths one, which we solved. Unfortunately, we're blocked there, but we can go back. Clock, lock. The difference is the C. We solved that one. That was what we were made of that one. That classroom puzzle is P and peak. Difference being K. Unsurprisingly, because that probably says lock or clock. Lock. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, so we've blocked off the hallway, sadly, but we do have the drawing room. But yes, I don't know why suddenly we've got extra redraws, but I'll take it. Yeah, what is giving us extra redraws? Bookshop? Did I? We could really do with some coins. Right, that's stealing some steps. I think we'll go down. Yes, it's going to steal us an extra step, but we do now have a key. There was a chest in the library. It's not the most judicious use of steps, but sometimes there's more keys inside, sometimes there's more gems. More keys. So we spent a key and we got 2 keys. Let's build off here first. Okay, so 2 items in the closet, or a parlor gives us 2 gems. Take the 2 items. Okay. Oh, metal detector. I was like, what's the other item? So we got an ivory dice, which gives us an actual reroll. So now we have more chance of finding keys and stuff. Drawing room. Okay. We just have redraw floor plans. Why do we just have redraw floor plans? What did I unlock that's suddenly given me the ability to just redraw these things without needing a... Oh, no, actually, that is because... But we were in the classroom when we got a redraw. Okay, secret passage would let us pick a room colour. That gives us a... So both of those give us the thing that uses my gem. Or I could redraw. Let's redraw. Okay. Actually, that's worse. Let's just build the bunk room and then we'll go up, because we might get some fruit in here. Oh no, we got some coins. Excellent. Still not enough to buy books, but you know. Bath. Okay. So again, not brilliant, but hopefully we'll be able to build off the foundation, and we do have 3 keys and a gem. Which way are we going? Up. Steal 2 steps. Alright, Parlour's going the wrong bloody way. Yeah, see, why do we just have redraw? Oh, no, that was my gem. Ah, damn it. Okay. Right, well, we put the observatory in. Let's do that. That was my dice. I should really stop just randomly saying shit. Okay, so the observatory's here. And my chess piece is here. Okay, so that's 3 I think I found. The Black Bishop. What do we got? Because last time we got an entire ship. Ooh, we got 5 gems. And boom, 4 doors. Excellent. I'll take that. I do have, I need the bathroom real quick. Okay, let me just leave you on a floor plan. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Slightly longer than I was intending. Okay, so we can build from the observatory. We've got gems. We've got some keys. Okay, so 7 locked doors. God damn it. Lose half my... No. I don't want to lose half my thingy. Do I want to use 3 gems? Come on, let's just put the passageway on. Okay. Oh, we should have tried the lockpick. Oh, okay, boiler room. Definitely don't want the bloody lavatory. Let's try the boiler room. So yeah, we left it this way. So, wait. That powers in the passageway. But we have... So we have 4 doors to potentially build the lab. Damn it, we need to power this door first. Oh! If that's already activated, it doesn't matter if I do that, is it? Okay, interesting. Rotunda. Oh, 3. Damn it. It's the Great Hall. Right, apparently we're using the Great Hall, because I'm not using my weight room. Oh, and there's stuff in here. Right, this one. Okay. Was... No! I'm at the wrong end of the thing. God damn it, now I've wasted a thing. Okay, can I use the lockpick? Yes. Oh, look. It's empty. Right. I was on the wrong side of the wrong door anyway. Now I don't know where I want to go. Because this isn't powered. We've powered into the passageway. Okay, let's just see if I can pick them. Okay. Right. That was the middle one, which meant that it's this one that should get me out. It's my last key. No, it is coins and the lever. I'm out of keys. Right, damn it. It was the middle one again. I thought there was supposed to be the 2 middle ones. And now I've confused myself. Okay. And now I'm out of keys. Damn. Right, well, let's go see if the way is generous to us. Let's see if this one will open. Nope. Damn. We may have gotten ourselves stuck. Ah, no, okay, excellent. We can power the furnace. Oh, we can power the archives. The archives give us more doors. I mean, I don't care that we lose a drafty thing. That gets us power, because these are now all powered. And we have the opportunity still to power the lab. We have 8. We could buy a book. So if we save some steps... We don't have a security card. So. The furnace is powered. It would give us a key. I'd like to do the classroom, but can't do the archive thing. I want to do a classroom. Because we haven't done grade 3 yet. And this is new to me, so... Science seems to be grade 3. Some more steps, thank you very much. What's the worksheet? Science worksheet. Use the elements to form the answers to each question below. A H2O in liquid state is called WATER. H2O in solid state is called ICE. H2O in gaseous state is called I would have said air, but you can't do that one. Wind? No. Vapor? Okay, I don't know the answer to the last one as yet. We've got periodic table of elements, which we also have in the lab. Out of keys. Water, ice, or Mrs. Peterson. Hilarious. Water. Teardrop. Okay. For that one. Science is fun. Mastering puzzle is hose and house. Wait, hang on, there's another third one. Gas. G-A-S. But it just says use the elements below, so... Still don't know what it is. Gaseous state. It's what? H2O in gaseous state. What is H2O in gaseous state called? Dihydrogen oxide. I'm actually just going to Google because... Or a Bing even. H2O in gas form. Evaporation. No. Does H2O have? Steam. S-T-E-A-M. Steam. I just suddenly thought. That didn't give me the answer. Gaseous state was steam. Yes, it is indeed, Scruff. I just got that because I suddenly went, kettle, steam. Yeah, what happens when you boil water? You get steam. S-T-E-A-M. There we go. I solved it. I am as smart as a grade 3 person. Right, we've got one left. Nope, we can't. We've run out of keys though, so we are very much just like, can we get out the door? No. Sugaration. Okay, we've got passageway and the foundation, but we also are running out of steps. Ah. Can't get out the thing. And it's like, no, but we got everything powered. We got things powered, but we run out of keys. Oh no, okay. Okay, good. Ooh, what does that say? Confidential. Oh, does that always say confidential? Oh, but it can be powered. I'll take it if it can be powered, I guess. Oh, it's going to steal half our steps. Right. But it hooks up to the foundation. Basically, I'm trying to power everything. Foyer! Oh, of course, the foyer, but it... the foyer, but it requires gems. But we got a key. Still don't have a... I think it's a silver key as well. No, it's just a normal key. Okay, so we've powered the furnace and it gets us a key. We still don't have a spade, and there's been a couple of things. We're nearly out of whatchamacallits. Alright, gem requirement 1. Alright, and it's powered. You just looked over and understood what was going on with the puzzle. Well, exactly. You know, I'll take it. This is the laundry room. Ooh, hello. What do you do? Shoe shine star treatment. Cot will exchange all of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. Oh! So, okay, and then dye cleaning. Swap all of my dye with my keys. Okay, no. Shoe shine swap all of my steps with all of my gems. Okay, well, yeah. We could permanently increase my allowance. Or we could buy a book. But this would give us, what have we got, 15 or 16 stars? We can start from the beginning on stars. That's an option. We've got spin cycle, gems with coins. That would give us 8 gems. That would be nice. Keys with gems. That would give us, well, we need the key. Keys, okay, that would give us keys. But it costs 10. It costs 10? Right, that's just a bit useless. Can't really use that then. Damn, okay. So, do we permanently increase our allowance by 16? Which looks like if we power the laundry room, gives us this special machine. I should take a screenshot of that. But why would we swap all of our steps with all of our gems? Unless we suddenly had, like, way more gems, I suppose, and we were nearly out of steps. Oh no, it will give us a 16 allowance and 2 stars. I'm going to do that. We could have bought a book, but heck. Let's let ourselves start with 16 coins. Why not? Because we're almost out of steps. We've got one possibility of doing a locked door. Which we have, because we built a weight room. We've got archives, or was that a security door? We've got the boiler room. Let's build it off the boiler room, because I think the archive was a security door. And then, well, we've got the Great Hall. We know which door it is, but that's not powered. Build it off the boiler room. We've still got one tiny chance of getting the lab, which would potentially open all the doors. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We've just got enough to get across. But hey, we powered like a whole ass machine, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I did take screenshots all over the bit. This game is permanently screenshots. I took so many my OneDrive ran out of space. You know. Excuse me. I just burped in case that didn't come across. But yeah, we're finally getting the boiler room more consistently. And we have power. Oh, hang on. We do have power running. But if we don't want the hallway, we should divert that back. So next time we have power running. We need to divert it from the passageway to this door. Otherwise, it's not going to be powered. But as we've powered all the other stuff, that's fine. Last key. Dark room is powered. Still gives us one more chance to build. Or the courtyard has a spade. That gives us a door. but that would turn off the power. Build in the dark. Potentially get something that once we walk into it, we've run out of steam. Build in here. Build here, and the potential... Oh, also it opens the archive door. The potential is that we get a spade, and we can dig, and we get a turnip. So we get more... I think we've got to go with... Oh, no, we don't have any gems. Or we go with mystery. We've only got really one chance at this, so let's do a mystery. Oh, hello, what are we? Maid's chamber. Okay. So we have basically nothing. It's kind of useless, unfortunately. But as we are out of steps. Okay, so what did we accomplish in this? We gave ourselves 16 allowance. But we're down to 2 stars. But that's okay, because the stars we've built up, that was a cool thing, swapping the coins, which increases our allowance. So we start each day with now 20 extra steps, 2 extra gems, and 16 coins. That's pretty good, especially if we can build a shrine. What time are we? 6:20. One more day. We built the bookshop. We don't have enough coins to buy anything, but we built the bookshop, and we know that we can only build it off the library. We got to grade 3 in the classroom, and we solved the puzzles. And the boiler room, we now know that it lights up, and that the furnace gives us a key if we're powered by the boiler room. So I'd say that, yeah, that was pretty good. But yes, and sadly we ran out of steam. But hey, I'll take that in that we switched our stars with our allowance, and now we start with 16. So I'm pretty cool with that. And then we'll just do, I think, one more day. This is a red schoolhouse. Yeah, one new room, which was the bookshop. But we unlocked stuff in rooms. And we increased our grade. And look, it has a little observatory if you look at the top of the thing. Right, one more day. And then we're going to eat. I'm having fish and mash. Day 30. So December 6th? Or December 7th? December 6th. It's the day before my birthday. Okay, so the next day in-game is my birthday. Okay, so firstly we get our allowance, which is a lot podgier. So we've got 20 extra steps, 2 extra gems, 16 allowance. We've still got to pick our outer room. Oh, we ran out of steps, so we couldn't check our chessboard situation. Okay, so if we don't get the shrine and can't donate coins to get, I don't know what the effect is, because I never managed to get any coins and make it back out to the shrine, then we will toss a coin in the fountain, because I still don't know what that is. Okay, so shelter protects from the negative. Green post. I think we'll go with the 2 special items. Ooh, metal detector and the sledgehammer. I'll take it. Gimme. It's a nice little tool shed. It doesn't really do much. It is just the tool shed. So we don't need to come back out here. But we start with the metal detector and the sledgehammer, which is good, because if we're starting off again with a conservatory, we may end up with two chests in the entrance hall, which are good to smash, because then we don't need to use any keys. Okay, what do we got? Okay, not the utility closet. Parlour gives us 2 gems. Let's go for the storeroom though, because it gives us a key. And another coin. And it's a guaranteed pawn. Music room. One major, one minor. We've not seen that on stream. We got the secret garden key last time, which I feel like we need to use in an edge room. Hallway gives us a key and an extra door. I'd say let's go for the music room. So we've got a key. And then, oh, the special key can be a key card. Good to know. So the only other thing in here is it's got the first 4 bits of the music, which gives you the rest of the music puzzle. And I don't know what that means. Denoted in verse, but it's, I guess, a clue. That's a view out of the front. So if you've been following along on stream and checked the music, then you now have the whole puzzle. But we have found all those rooms. I have found the puzzle and solved it, and yeah. So, closet gets us 2 items, but then doesn't really give us much. Passageway opens up, but costs 2 gems. What items could we get? Gems. No, let's do the passageway. Just because we can also start powering stuff if we wanted to. It gives us way more possibilities. Alright, bedroom. Ooh, would give us a little sneaky little corner room. So with the commissary, we can't buy that. Let's just go for 4 coins. Ooh, and some steps. Got an orange, which gave us, I think, 5 there. Okay, tunnel will turn us all the way to the top, which does no good right now. Conference room. Useful. Drawing room. Don't have any gems. Let's do the conference room. It's useful as long as we don't dead end it and orphan it a lot. Oh, hello. Wouldn't have noticed those otherwise. Okay. Chapel steals a coin but opens up lots of doors. Parlour gives me 2 gems. Closet could also give me 2 gems. Let's lose a coin, but give myself the opportunity. So this one's also guaranteed bishop. Noting there were white and black pieces, that means there are several types of different rooms that could have the chess pieces in. And there are... oh, observatory. Requires a gem, which we don't have. Bedroom. To nowhere. But... heck, it gives us steps or bunk room. Let's just build the bunk room. Because usually we get bananas. And sometimes something else. Ooh. Randomly 2 keys on the floor. I'll take that, thank you very much. Ah, where's the statue? So the chapel window would have been the best for that. I think I've had a good view from like the terrace before, but I don't know whether I took a picture. Dining room blocks off the foundation, but that's okay. Workshop, we could combine stuff. We usually get an item in there. Oh, it's the broken lever. I'm less excited about the broken lever. Oh, we got an E. That's new. I do not know if the letters on the stone mean anything, but I've been collecting them. But yeah, generally the broken lever is in here if we've not had the weight room. And sometimes it's in a hole, I think. I've had it in a hole before. Okay, so we've had a kite. A-K-I-T-E so far that I've found. Letters on stone. Yeah, so if I found a battery, I think that's the only time sometimes the exchange trading post is good. Okay, so Nook gives us 2 keys. Spare gives us all the way through. Observatory, which we can't build. Damn. Okay, so I think we need to go straight through. Sometimes there's something in here. We've had a watering can, which I've liked. I'm very happy with my choice of a greenhouse, I have to say. Den is facing the wrong way. Okay. Gives us a gem. If we can't go up, then we're going to be fairly blomped. Oh, hello. Smash! Lockpicks. Nice. So we've got lockpicks and a security key card. But we may end up being blocked because we can't get to the foundation. Even if we can't get to the foundation, we need to be able to go up from the den. Library goes up. Excellent. Ooh, and gives us a treasure map. We don't have we do not have a spade. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Damn it. So the bunk room. Okay. We don't have a spade, so we can't get the treasure out. Yeah, this is a redacted thing. It looked like we could they got annoyed with us. It looked like we could buy a non-redacted, a first edition copy of this for like, yeah, we've gotten to the point where we've gotten all of these out from the bookshop. Okay, mailroom. Patio spreads gems in each green room. But let's go for the observatory because it'll give us something cool. Ah, we got 3 footsteps. I mean, I would have preferred some gems. I'll take, you know, really. Okay, so what was it we said? Bunk room? Oh yeah, treasure. I don't think we can access the treasure chest if we don't got a spade. So we could build down from the den. Because if I build across from the observatory and I don't have any gems, and I just got 3 more steps. So let's build down from the den. See if we can get some gems. Ooh, the pool. Damn it. Dark room gives me 2 gymnasium. Actually, I kind of want to do the dark room. Lights go out. There's some item in here. We're just going to pick a mystery room. Ah, guest bedroom gives us more steps. And a coin. And the car keys. Only useful if you want the garage. And there's an upgrade disc in the boot, which I'm fairly certain you only get once. But, you know. No, not really. We've got a treasure map, but we don't have a sword, a spade. We're having a bit of a stumpy house today. Just pick the middle one. Ah, utility room, which has a key. So let's turn the dark room on at least. Garage on, gym off. Gym won't steal my things. We don't need to do the back indicator because that's already unlocked. Oh look, the dark room is now accessible. Right, what item did we get? A key. Oh, was that it? So if you got the magnifying glass, one of these pictures, that one, I think says something like all notes found in Hartley's room are a lie. And I think Hartley is the valet. And in his room, the only note I remember is the thing saying there are 12 major keys. But I really need to do my Miro board. Really, before I play any more of this. But I think I'll be doing like, it depends. I've got quite a lot of, tomorrow I've got quite a lot of like screening calls with recruiters and stuff. So the normal stream will be a promo game, probably something picked off my random to-do list. And then Friday, I don't think I have anything on Friday. Friday, it's my sister-in-law's birthday, friend's anniversary. But other than that, I don't have anything else. So I might just go, I'm going to do an afternoon stream, but maybe spend the morning making a Miro board. And then I might share it in my Discord so that if anyone's interested in seeing, you know, like the stuff that I've found, you don't have to look. But, you know, I might start plotting stuff so I don't have to keep on referring back to all my screenshots. Of course, I have like 300. Well, I mean, I've taken 28 just now, but 689, and I'm going to say that at least 2/3 of these are blueprints. Some of the duplicates, because I'm not sure if I took a screenshot. But, you know, there's a lot in here. Like, if you've got the magnifying glass, it's quite good to zoom in on some of these. So we have keys. We got the passageway. If we went back to the passageway, we can build off 2 of there. I think we've got 2. We've got enough steps. Mainly because I want gems to give us a good chance off the observatory. It is going to steal a thing. Oh, and I guess we could nip outside and stick... No, did we stick a key in the... Did we stick a coin in the fountain already? I don't remember. I don't remember, but we really could do with some gems. So... Nook gives us keys. Not useful. Corridor, not useful. Dig spots would be great. We don't have a dig thing. Let's just grab a couple of keys then. So we have so many keys I don't want to do with. Oh, but that does give at least go back to the conference room. I forgot the conference room had a door in it. Could have built the other way. Might have given us something different. But yeah, at the moment, unless I get good ones from the observatory, I can't get to the foundation. But I still could potentially build up. Closet could give us gems, but let's put in the hallway because then that leads us back to the entrance hall. Gives us key as well. Oh, is there something else? Anyone else confused? Ah, it's a coin. Okay, I was confused. No, I'm not. Okay, so we can build up from the hallway. Parlor gives us 2 gems if we're lucky. So, Scruff still there. Feeling particularly puzzle oriented. These get harder. The gems are in this box. The blue box is true. The gems are not in this box. They can't all be true. So, if this is true, then this is true. But that would be false, but then I wouldn't... Then the gems would be here. But it's more likely that that's a lie. No, hang on. Okay, let's do this logically. So, if this is a lie, the gems are in this box. So then that is a lie. Then oh my god, brain. If that is a lie, then that is a lie, and the gems are in this box, then that can't be true, so that is a lie. So they can't all 3 be lies. So this is a lie. This is true. This is true, and this is where the gems are. Please have some gems in. Yes! Because there's only one answer. And there's only one box that can be true, really. Okay, more than one box can be true, but there has to be at least one untrue and one false. There's only one permutation in which there's one box which has the gems in. If it's ambiguous, then you're not right. Okay, so now we have to go back to the observatory. I guess we could pop in the junk room. Yeah, I mean, we'll lose a couple of coins, but at this point we've got quite a lot of coins. To see if we can somehow get the treasure without, you know. Hang on, did that have any chess pieces in? I don't think so. No, I didn't notice them before. There's a castle in the nook. I feel like we're going to be having a whole... So we found some chess pieces. So I feel like we're going to be having a whole... Put some chess pieces in things. So the chapel has a bishop, the nook has a castle, and the storeroom has a pawn. The observatory has a knight, but we've not found the king or the queen. I think one of them's in the office. We'd have to build. So we possibly have enough steps that if we don't muck this up, we could go and put some chess pieces in place. But as we've not built all the possibilities, but we're going to have at some point a like cheat guide to... Yeah, it's going to steal us some coins, but this is where the treasure map should be. Five up, but we can't use it because we don't have a shovel. If we had a shovel, we could. So yeah, at some point we are going to have a whole like cheat sheet of where things are. All right, this is the last chance we've got for building up. And it gives us no build-ups. Wonderful. Let's just do the walk-in closet, because why not just, and then maybe we'll get some items that we can use to, oh no, we get a key, a coin purse, and salt. I don't think we can combine any of those, but we can certainly try. So, is there a chest piece in here? No. The walk-in closet gives you benefits if you have her ladyship's chamber, which we have not found yet. We don't know if there's something specific that triggers it. Okay, so, well, that's kind of disappointing, but let's go outside. That's really the only choice we've got now, is let's go outside and see what we can do with chess pieces for now. Actually, let's see if we can combine anything else in here. Actually, let's just check that it's not something stupid. Right, okay. Ooh, lockpick plus metal detector. Pick sound amplifier. Oops. What does this do? Let's build a new thing. At least we then accomplished something. Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. Cool, I'll take it. Yeah, so I think we need a battery, and I've never had the battery and the lever in proximity, and then of course you use the lever in the greenhouse, and then it's like, Okay, so we got a pick sound amplifier, but we don't have any doors left, so if we could get into the foundation somehow, we could build, but we can't because we would need to have access through the tomb, the fountain, which we haven't drained yet, and that's assuming, you know. So the goal is, I think, at the moment, is try new things, build new rooms if we can. At the moment, we're going to go outside and see if we can put some chess pieces in place. But I think we have to have built the rooms for that to work. So, yeah. And then we'll end it for today because that's quite good and I can have some food. And I think possibly Jesse's going to be going live at some point. Because it is Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. But I want some food. And then it'll be building the boiler room and then building as many rooms off it that are powered by it to see what new stuff we can discover, in the hopes that we get the lab or the pump room, which would require the pool. And then we can drain the foundation, on the foundation reservoir. We can drain the fountain. And then we can fill the reservoir because I think we need to access it from the other side. But then when the boats across, I think we need to be, then there's a tunnel that I think has some stuff. So it's going to require lots and lots of steps and fate to align. I don't know whether I'm happy with where my foundation is, but I don't really have much of a choice. If I'd have put it anywhere else, it might have been easier to build to. But I could have potentially locked myself out of stuff if I'd have built it on the end. I wonder if it lets you build it because you need that east side door to be able to, fake door, it's got a lever in the back, to be able to unlock the lift. But that is where my foundation is. We haven't seen the music room on stream before, so that was good. But yeah, nothing new today. We did grab another star. I'm still happy that we got to make our allowance bigger. So yeah, let's go play with the yeah, did the bunk rooms have a window? We're just wasting a little bit because no. Yes. Can I see? Oh, hello, treasure map. Looks like the spot. Now to find something to dig with. Okay. I think it's somewhere in there. No, I can't really see my... Yeah, so we needed something to dig with. It does dig a hole in the floor and then gives you money. It's hilarious. I did that in the middle of a hallway once. But yeah, I can't really see what that statue is. I think I have a better picture. Anyway, let's stop wasting steps. We need a. We said we needed about half a dozen to be able to get out. Anything in here? So yeah, at some point we're going to basically put together a cheat sheet for chess positions, chess pieces. Is there one in here? We can't play the piano. Just checking. Random seat in the corner. Yeah. So we're going to go and have a poke around in the lift. Do we throw a coin in the fountain? Nope. Let's make a wish. Literally don't know what that does, but if when we finally manage to drain the fountain, if there's a bunch of coins down there, at least I get my coins back. So now I have to remember what I was babbling around with chess pieces, but I think there are 4 of them. But I mean, we have 9 keys and so many coins, yet we can do nothing with them because we just didn't manage to have the right rooms this time. Which is fine. Sometimes you just don't have the right rooms. But we just actually didn't get anything new today. No, we did. We made a pick sound amplifier. So we made a better lockpick, which is definitely a cool thing. Okay, let's go put some chess pieces in place. Okay, so storeroom is there. The nook had a knight. The chapel has a bishop. And the observatory has a knight. Knight is 5 up on that side. Storeroom was there. The chapel was like here. And the nook was like here. Yeah. But we didn't have a king and a queen. So that, yeah, we just didn't have enough. I don't think any of those could potentially... Nook, rook, I like that. The chapel having a bishop just makes sense. I mean, storeroom was the first pawn we placed. There are other rooms with pawns in. The observatory has a knight. The bookshop had a bishop, I believe. It was a black bishop. Pawns are in lots of different rooms. We will start itemizing them. I think the den had one as well. But we did not. So did I take a screenshot? I don't know. Anyway, so that is what we've got so far. But I don't believe we can place this in any of these positions. Because I've not seen a queen piece. And the only time I saw the king piece, I think that's the right way around, was in the office. So I'm thinking that office, ladyship's chamber, you know, there might have been the walk-in closet, which was where? Over next to the observatory. No. So we can't... We have to have all 6 rooms with pieces in play to be able to unlock that puzzle. But that's cool. So yeah, we're in the precipice. But yeah, and I think if we do that, it unlocks this door. It might do something else, you know. But it's more likely to unlock the door. And then we've got a whole thing about sigils, which I'm thinking is going to be in some of this excavated stuff. You know, finding room 46 is like not even half the battle. But also, I don't know how many days I get. I would have to go back to my very first stream and see what the will said. If there's a limit on how many days it takes. If it's maybe Christmas or the New Year. Because we're on December 6th. So the next new day is my birthday. In 1993, I think. So day 31 is my birthday. As we start on November 7th, it makes sense. So yeah, we got one new combination. So now we found 3. How old am I turning in 1993? 12? 12. I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, we didn't get any new rooms or discover anything really new. If I turn into the radio in game, what will be top of the charts? I don't know. I haven't found a radio yet. We found a rook in the nook, and we made a new item. So progress was made, and we found it. I mean, treasure map. We know what happens. We get more coins, but we had nothing to spend it on this time. So it was a bit of an aborted day, but hey, we'll call it a day. The next day, as I said, day 31 is going to be December 7th. We will pick this up on Friday afternoon, probably. I feel like do a few more things on stream because we're discovering quite a lot of stuff. We found 10 items. Rustic Villa. Yeah, it was a bit small and podgy. I don't know what was top of the charts in 1993. Kylie Minogue? Maybe? So yeah, we still have no achievements. We have taken so many screen captures. But that's fine. I'm going to create my mirror board over the next couple of days, as well as researching for my interview screening things. But mostly I think I want to create a mirror board. I think I have one free one. So yeah, we have yet to get a full house. And we are about halfway through. 40, yeah. So we were, I think, halfway through, just over halfway through for those. At the start of the week, it was meatloaf. Okay. Objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. I can't think what that song is called. We've got 3 of those. We haven't found that. We're nearly there. Halfway. We have not had enough coins to do that. Oh, I would do anything for love. Yeah. Was that the song? We need a handful of rooms, maybe 2 handfuls of rooms. And then we haven't even unlocked these 2 modes. I don't know how you do that. I have no idea how you do that. And then there'll be sigils. We've got 3 classrooms. By the end of the week, it was Mr. Blobby. Tell me no. 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 Oh, I feel like Ray and Steve would be very happy right now. My phone's yelling at me. It's saying, eat food. I'm going to go eat food. And yeah, trophy case. I haven't even found the trophy room. I don't know whether that is like you get these and then you actually get trophies. So this is like the collect everything achievement. But yeah, when I was born, it was meatloaf. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Cool. Yes, Nightbot, I have a cozy room. I have a cozy thing. So, yeah. Anyway. Friends who play. One person playing. Ah! Oliver is playing it. I haven't seen Oliver in ages. Other people that have played it. If you are not on my friends list and you have played it, please do send me a request on Xbox, because honestly, I have people who are friends on... Yeah, that's it, in 1993 on my birthday. Yes, no, I know. Why were we looking at that again? Because that's when the game is set, I think, 1993. So, in-game tomorrow, day 31, is going to be my birthday in 1993. Okay, don't forget to collect your daily Chivo if you've not gotten your daily Chivo. Let me just check I've got my daily Chivo. But we're going to end here for today. Yes, I did get my daily Chivo. We're going to end here for today with that multitude. I'm going to try and create a mirror board with our little cheat sheet of... basically, we're going to make a better notepad using all my screenshots, or at least condensing my screenshots. And then we'll pick this up on Friday, day sometime, afternoon, after lunch. Maybe we'll start slightly earlier after lunch just to try and get in some if we've got, just because we might have to fight a couple of dud runs, like we just had sort of dud runs with the rooms, though we did have some knowledge at least. But yeah. We're having fun with blueprints. But yeah, we're doing this in the off streams because we do need to get some promo stuff in. We did it on Tuesday because it was either that or not stream. But tomorrow is Thursday's proper stream. We will pick something probably off my random to-do list. It was a non-stream stream. Yeah, exactly. And then Friday afternoon we'll do one before people start streaming in the evening. Like Lady McGree and Ideal Xbox usually stream in Friday. Well, my evening, it's UK here. And then Saturday, I believe, is co-stream. I need to send Jessie the dates for this week, for this month, to see if that's okay. I don't know what we're going to be co-streaming. It will not be Mad Experiments. Let's tell me that. I still need to get in touch with the dev to say, you broke the multiplayer. I should submit some flags on TA. Oh, except I can't because I didn't start the game. I will send a message to the flag team to say there's a problem. Right. I'm gonna go and get some food, put my mash on, and yeah. I'll be back. And we'll have a couple of probably RTDL-led promo streams Thursday, Sunday. We'll see what Jessie wants to do for co-stream on Saturday, or we might do something we have the code for already. It's not Mad Experiments. Maybe I will pre-test that whatever multiplayer works first. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop babbling. Thank you for being here. It's been fun. We are smarter, well, as smart as a third grader in Blueprints. We unlocked a new permanent upgrade. So, good stream. We made progress. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Catch you later. Bye.